Watford back at Vicarage Road, where they have been at their best so far this season. 5 games played and yet to be beaten, whilst Blackburn have failed to win in their 5 games away. John Eustace's side start the day in 6th. Can they push themselves closer to the mix for automatic promotion? Or will they end the day on the same points as Watford and be the latest victims of their outstanding home form through the first 2 months of the season? Blackburn on the front foot once again, and here is Britain. Time to measure across. It's headed away well, but it breaks to Travis.
You mentioned Britain as well, fantastic deliverer of the ball, which we see there, and his technical ability, as you say, no wonder he's leading some of those statistics.
He missed 5 games through that injury. Last season he played in 49 of Blackburn's 53 games in all competitions, as Cantwell just draws the foul from Moussa Sissoko. Free kick is whipped in, it's a free header. Just couldn't quite find the connection. Watford scrambling to try and get it away, but it's Blackburn on the ball with Tronstad. Now Travis, low ball towards the front post. Backman pushes it out, it's fired off the bar. I think it might have hit the post as well. Backman in action again. Watford hanging in here. Cross comes in, the header is wide. How on earth did that stay out?
Well, it's almost like history repeating itself, isn't it, in terms of the way that Backman, instead of parrying that out to the side, it goes right in to the bodies there. It's a good spell of sustained pressure. The initial ball, by the way, is wonderful. Weimann tries to get on it, and I think is it Hyam there that crashes that on to the underside of the crossbar.
Look at this, it wasn't far, was it? More than half the ball over the line, but of course, the whole ball needs to be. Now Chakvetadze. Just keeps the ball close to his feet, rolls it back to Larouci, who swings in the cross first time. It'll break at the back post here, time to set himself. Moussa Sissoko, but bodies in the way. Blackburn having to do a bit of defending here. Ball pushed into the area, and then Quadro Barwell wasn't quite set to strike, but wanted to get an effort away.
It's a difficult one for him because he knows he has to get that effort away quickly.
Watford just edging the attempts at goal here so far this afternoon. The best chance clearly the one that fell to Dominic Hyam and came back off the crossbar. Cross floated in, and a chance for Barr here. Scuffs his effort wide. He had a long time to work out what he wanted to do. Maybe he thought about it too much, but it's the best chance that Watford have carved out so far.
Has to do better, has to hit the target. It's as simple as that. It's good play down the right-hand side, isn't it? And I think he tries to hit through that too much. Maybe saw his name in lights before the ball touched his foot. Interesting here, seeing a Hashi getting ready to come on.
His last goals came when he got a brace on the score sheet twice against Bristol City back on the 14th of September. It's a player who arrived at Blackburn in good form. He was partway through the Japanese season. He scored 11 goals in 22 games for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. He didn't score in Guinea's final 3 games, and then he scored in his first 3 for Blackburn, who have a chance here as the ball's clipped forward. It's lofted towards goal, but it's lofted over the top by Andy Weimann. Best chance that Blackburn have had in this second half, but it's one that Weimann is unable to take.
Well, that is a surprise. It's a wonderful ball by Cantwell. I don't think the first touch helps him, it just sends him off to the left. I thought he might try and hit it first time, but that touch needs to be inside, and then he's running out of space to try and lob the keeper and bring it down under the crossbar.
We await an opening goal. And Watford do their damage late on in games quite often this season, particularly here at home as well. They've won their last 2 home games with late goals. Here's Bart, direct from him, he cuts it back, and Bayot looking to get on the end of it. Appeals for handball. Darren England is pointing to the spot. Well, he took his time, the referee, but you could just see that he was starting to look back towards the penalty area. The arm came out eventually, and the Blackburn players surround the referee.
That's the problem with Weimann. terms of where the hand is. I think he's actually Hedges. His arms are up. It's an unnatural position.
Ball is placed as slightly on that penalty spot as it could be. I think that's the point that the Blackburn players are making, and Darren England is just telling Edo Kayembe that it needs to come back a fraction. Minimal gains being sought by Edo Kayembe, but struggling to get that ball to sit where he wants to. It just adds to the pressure.
Yeah, I just wonder how Kayembe will deal with this, and it's a long time he's had to wait now.
It took 30 seconds to sort out. Kayembe against Pez. Kayembe steps up and he slots it home. And Watford are at it again here at Vicarage Road. A contentious moment with the awarding of the penalty. Edo Kayembe keeps his cool.
It's a very good penalty. In terms of the time he has to wait, doesn't matter. Side netting, I think, is always important. You see, that's where the ball hits in the bottom right-hand corner. Even if Pears goes the right way, which he doesn't, I don't think he gets to that because it's expertly placed. I'm not sure if it's necessarily what Watford deserve, but Blackburn Rovers, they haven't put their chances away, and that's what happens.
Can Blackburn, though, create some moments of concern for them? Here's Sissoko striding forward. Seen so many examples of that from him down the years, but an avenue is blocked up and Blackburn back on the ball. Good challenge comes in. Marcelo, who's had a really good afternoon. Now he's had a good afternoon as well. Couldn't quite add a goal to his performance there. Flashes his effort past the post.
Well, that's what needs to change in terms of him and his consistency going forward, because this is the wrong decision.
Sigurdsson. To Campbell. Ebosele had just slipped there, but he managed to do enough. He's been really impressive this afternoon, Festi Ebosele. Play allowed to continue. And a bit of room to move into here for Tronstad. Flicked on first time by Rankin Costello. Cross comes in. Blackburn have got good numbers here. A Hashi's header. You could see what he wanted to do, but he just couldn't drop it underneath the crossbar.
Yeah, does the right thing in terms of the direction. Goes back across where the ball's come from. Just gets under it a little bit, and you see that ball as well from Britain. It's quite floated, it's not got a lot of pace on it, so that means that Ohashi's got to generate the pace.
Exaggerated step overs there by Ken Sema, but it wins Watford the corner. Corner whipped in under the keeper, Ainsley Pears, who again manages to get something on it. Andrews ball in. Waiting for that ball to sit down. It was a clean strike. Just dragged wide of the right-hand post of Ainsley Pears. He's looked bright since coming on Rocco Vatu. He's keen to show what he can do. Sigurdsson looking for Dolan, who has it here. Ebosele couldn't quite cut it out. Sigurdsson, it's tight, but it's touched behind for a corner. Blackburn not giving up on this one just yet. Watford just switched off there for a second, and the cross comes in now to the back post. The header, though, drifts wide. Backman was barking at his defenders to switch on there. Blackburn worked the corner short, but not to the obvious short target.
You see that changed the angle to get the late runners at the back stick, but yeah, again, it's just not quite got what it needs to find the target for Blackburn Rovers.
Ball pushed through. Ohashi. Watford appealing for offside. Instead, they're going to have to defend a free kick here. Yellow card for Ebosele. Blackburn running out of time to save something from this game. It will be Buckley. He just clips it in towards the back post, and a chance on the follow-up. But it's lifted over the top by Dolan. Well, he was stretching out to get something on it, and he just couldn't quite control his effort.
This is just pure instinct from Dolan in terms of trying to find the target with that one. Always going to be very difficult. The angle was always against him.
They're going to head home, it seems, with nothing to show for their efforts here today. They've had more attempts at goal as well. Still we play on. Serralta wins 2 headers. There is the full-time whistle. Watford back to winning ways, and they remain unbeaten here at Vicarage Road this season. For Blackburn, well, their struggles on the road continue. It was a tight game and a victory ground out by Watford. The decisive moment came from the penalty spot. Edo Kayembe beating Ainsley Pears with 19 minutes left to play. A big win for them. It takes them level on points in the table with Blackburn Rovers. Full-time score here at Vicarage Road. It finishes Watford 1, Blackburn Rovers 0.